Right, to all of you viewers of Equinoxe Television, 6 p.m. in Douala. It's time for the news. We thank you so much for joining us tonight. Our magistrates right away. 5 offices of the Banga Regional Hospital Annex have been ransacked and the safe of the hospital destroyed by suspected bandits. The armed attackers stormed the health facility, tied up a patient and the security guard before making away with the hospital safe containing a huge amount of money. We will be telling you more in this edition of the news. And it's already 3 years that Samuel Eto'o took over function as head of the Cameroon Football Federation FECAFOOT. Years later, what has been his strengths and his weaknesses? Sports analysts will evaluate his reign in this news edition. And also in this edition, we will be receiving Barrister Alice Nkom, who has been again summoned by the SEO for the Buri division after the office of REDHAC here in Douala was sealed. Viewers, those are our magistrates. Details when we come back. Welcome back, viewers. Thank you so much for the confidence. We just told you in the headlines that 5 offices of the Banga Regional Hospital Annex have been ransacked and the safe of that hospital destroyed by suspected bandits. The armed attackers stormed the health facility, tied up a patient and the security guard who was on duty before making away with the hospital safe, which contained a huge amount of money. Immaculate Fogwe now takes us to Banga.
The Banga District Hospital, located in the Mungo Division, Lithura region, invaded by unknown armed men in the early hours of Monday, December 9th. In the course of the operation, the suspected bandits had to tie up a patient and security guard before breaking into 5 offices. They went ahead, ransacking the offices and later breaking the hospital safe, making away with an unknown amount. In response, the divisional officer for Banga launched a raid in some neighborhoods. This incident is happening few days after a similar scene took place at Government Technical High School Banga, with the bandits making away with valuable items. A resident decries the high rate of insecurity in Banga. We are not safe in Banga. Thank God the divisional officer has promised to organize vigilante committees in all neighborhoods. I think when he will implement those measures, things will change and we'll be able to sleep in peace. It's really scary. Everyone should stay safe. He goes ahead to denounce some acts which he thinks have contributed to rising crime wave. One of the reasons why insecurity persists in Banga is that most of the bandits who are arrested are liberated the next day. We see them gallivanting in our neighborhoods. We feel so bad when we see such. The justice system needs to sit up. Investigations are on course to fish out perpetrators and bring back lasting peace in Banga.
And still in health, after Equinoxe Television did a report on the unhygienic condition and poor state of the Ntam Integrated Health Center, it is in the Kumba 3 subdivision. The senior divisional officer for the Meme division paid a visit to the hospital. Ntundong Chamberlain, during his visit, emphasized on the need to maintain a healthy environment for patients. Lucy Lienguisie takes us to Kumba.
The most dirty hospital in Meme.
The senior divisional officer of the Meme division frowns at the poor hygienic condition and deplorable state of facilities at the Ntam Integrated Health Center in Kumba 3.
Whereas in this Meme, you are having keep Kumba clean every month, where all of us civil servants, you are supposed to take care of our environment.
The visit of Ntundong Chamberlain to assess the situation comes 1 week after Equinoxe Television reported on growing concerns regarding the impact of these on public health. In a meeting, the SDO urged the mayor of Kumba 3 and those in charge of the hospital to take concrete actions.
The painting should be done. It's not expensive. 200,000. Stand by there. 11 buckets. You don't have money to pay them. See the SU or the GO to give the last warning to all of you. I want to see this hospital like the other one. From the entrance, the gutters,
The mayor of Kumbatui, Mukwele Isaac, promises to improve the situation.
I can accept with him his conclusion. There is a need for us to sit up, to ensure that the hospital environment is what it's supposed to be. It's clean and healthy for the patients that we cater for. We have taken note, me and the director have taken note of the SDO's warning and resolution.
Despite these shortcomings, patients express satisfaction with the services offered by the Nkom Integrated Health Center.
Their services are very good. Yes, they treat their patients very well. They attend to patients very well. At any time of the day that you need their services, they are available there for you.
However, many hope that the visit of the senior divisional officer will yield positive results.
In other news, Cameroonian-born Chantal Kambiwa brandishes the national colors at the 41st Congress of the International Socialist Party in Spain, which attracted over 7,000 accredited delegates from around the world. The General Coordinator of the Socialist International and President of the Cameroon Front elaborated at the Congress the need to eliminate violence against women and the respect for human rights. Innocent Azet tells us more.
It was in Spain in front of nearly 7,000 delegates accredited to the 41st Congress of the Socialist International Party that Chantal Kambiwa brandished the green, red and yellow flag of the Republic of Cameroon. From November 29th to December 1st, the General Coordinator of the Socialist International, Chantal Kambiwa of the Cameroon Front, wrote out his political line, which places particular emphasis on the condition of women, young people and people with disabilities. The General Coordinator of the Socialist International and the National President of the Cameroon Front did not fail to mention the preparatory meetings of the Africa Committee and the Council of the Socialist International, which will soon take place in Rabat, Morocco, with one of the objectives being the elimination of violence against women and respect for human rights. The former executive committee member of the Social Democratic Front SDF party, designated number 2 of the institution on February 25, 2024, intends to contribute to redressing the global alliance of the left by strengthening the influence of Africa. The national president of the Cameroon Front was accompanied to this Congress by a Cameroonian delegation, which saw the Spanish Prime Minister, Pedro Sanchez, also current president of the Socialist International, reappointed at the head of his party on Sunday, December 1, 2024.
And coming back to this report, the Apostolic Nuncio to Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea, His Grace Jose Alfino Betancourt, during a visit to the St. Joseph Kelan's bilingual academic complex that was in Yaoundé, highlighted the advantages of peace and the advancement of education in every society. The Apostolic Nuncio implored the students to follow the right path in order to become future leaders with the fear of the Lord. Immaculate Fogwe has the details.
Children, no matter where they live, have the right to quality education. Education deprivation in Cameroon is driven by various factors such as economic barriers, sociocultural norms and practices which discourages attendance, especially for girls. A situation which is preoccupying religious authorities like the Apostolic Nuncio to Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea. During his visit at the St. Joseph Calaxan's bilingual academic complex, he encouraged children to be torch-bearers of peace.
I came to this school to show the heart and arms of Pope Francis for everyone. It is important that the Pope's representative is also close and in proximity to everyone, whether they are in the center of the city or further out.
The prelate went ahead to highlight the advantages of peace and advancement of education in every society.
Peace education is very necessary for our schools today, and we believe that to some degree there's going to be a great transformation. The future of this nation is these children, and we want to give in our best, and thankful to the Apostolic Nuncio, who reflects also the voice of all our father bishops in Cameroon, who have been working tirelessly to promote peace and education in this country.
The visit of the Apostolic Nuncio comes at a time when several children in the conflict northwest and southwest regions have for the past 7 years been unable to go to school due to the socio-political crisis which continues to cause havoc.
And now let's talk sports. It's been already 3 years since the president of Fecafoot, Samuel Eto'o, took function as the president of that football organ. The former president of Young Sports Academy, Mitterrand Chindo, spoke to Equinoxe Media House as Eto'o clocked 3 years as president of the Cameroon Football Federation. Those sports analysts have been evaluating Eto'o's reign. Sumanjikan Gabriel spoke to those football analysts and compared this report for the news.
3 years already as the president of the Cameroon Football Federation, Fecafoot. Some football stakeholders, amongst them former president of Young Sports Academy, doesn't see any good.
We have gone from something to almost nothing.
For him, the Elite One Championship is a proof of the poor management taking place in Cameroon's football.
3 years after, our championship lacks transparency. We lack a strong sponsor.
The former president of USA also decries the fact that the national team is still to have a kitwear producer.
We are lucky with the national team. Can you imagine till date, the national team is still looking for a dresser? We don't have somebody to dress the national team. We don't have one. All the big companies, Puma, Adidas, and all the like, they have gone. They are not willing to work in this atmosphere.
The poor financial management was also echoed by the former Young Sports Academy president.
Have they sent justifications of what was given in 2001 that we did not receive? Or have they given justification? Have they sent justifications of what they received from the different sponsors, how they spend the money? We have to go back down the road and think of another model, whereas we got somebody in whom we trusted.
Notwithstanding the negative aspects of the 3 years of Samuel Eto'o, some positive sides include the qualification of the Under-20 women's team to the FIFA World Cup for the first time in the history of Cameroon's football. Under his leadership, Samuel Eto'o has restructured the national leagues, injecting funds and introducing measures to improve conditions for players and clubs, with the benefits already being felt. With a slight increase in the competitiveness and visibility of local leagues. It was on December 12, 2021 that Samuel Eto'o was elected as president of the Cameroon Football Federation.
Thanks so much for that report. It brings us to the end of the first part of the news. Let's now move on to Talking Point. Welcome back, viewers. The co-vice president of the Network of Human Rights Defenders in Central Africa, Barrister Alice Nkom and Maximilian Gomber have, for the second time, been summoned by the SEO for the police division that was after the office of REDHAC in Douala was sealed by Syriac Mvogo, who is the SEO for the police division, and that was on the instructions of Minister Paula Tanganji. She refused categorically, I'm referring to Barrister Alice Nkom, refused categorically to offer answering present at the SEO's office in Douala. Our guest tonight is Barrister Alice Nkom. Thank you, Barrister, for being our guest today. Can you begin by telling us what preceded the sealing of REDHAC head office in Douala that was on Monday?
I want to tell you all that REDHAC exists as association now 14 years, and as all associations, according to the law of 1990, we went to the prefecture with our status and we registered REDHAC at the prefecture. That means at the Ministry of Administration, Territorial Administration, because prefecture is in this ministry. 14 years ago, and we start working closely with the authorities of Cameroon, very closely. All our activity, we try to join all the authorities here. Commission nationale des droits de l'homme, Monsieur le Gouverneur is always invited, and he kindly sent us someone to represent him in our activities. Activities with, promotion of women leadership, something like that. That are the last. And last time we were there, and we invited even military were represented. They were with their costume. We do things very openly and very legally. So this is why we are so, shocked and surprised to come on one Monday, and find that our doors are shut, closed. What happened? The SDO said that because they were sent by the Minister of Territorial Administration, Mr. Tanganji, to put the CELI for 3 months. We say, when I came to REDHAC on that Monday, I found that it was already sealed. And I asked why, from which authorization they have. And they say that they don't have. They forgot it in their offices, so they put the seal before even showing us from what they do this job, this ugly job. And then we had to wait outside, all the personnel outside in the court. And 1 hour later, someone came with a copy of the RET, which is supposed to give them the power to be where they are. They hadn't.
Now, Barrister, in a press conference that was yesterday in Yaoundé, Minister Paula Tanganji says NGOs in Cameroon, including REDHAC, have received over 16 billion francs CFA and the money is not properly used. Now, what can you say about this allegation?
We have our, when O'Donnell gave you money, he's the one who gave you the money, and he knew before he gave the money what you must do with this money. And they control. They are the one who gave the money, who can tell us if we stole the money or if we use the money for the purposes this money was given. Not Achanganji. It has nothing to do with that. So we make every time reports. They know what the money have served, and we don't have any problem for that. But if Mr. Atanganji want to know, he sent a team of keep the to check with our archive what we have. This is not a war. If he want to know, and he should try to know, but in the way you can give him a real explanation for what he is looking for, because I don't think it is looking for 6 billions, 16 billions money we stole or we put to the war of Nous, as he want people to think. Because of that, because it is a big lie, I'm taking him to the court, because this is what in French we call dénonciation calomnieuse et diffamation. How do you say dénonciation calomnieuse? Because it is a crime in our penal code. You cannot just say things like that, which can cause a prejudice to people you are attributing this. Yes. So I think the court is the best place he can come and show the evidence and maintain his position, accusing us to. We will take him to there, because he's a minister, because he said it, because he's Monsieur le Minister. He said so heavy, stupid lies. We will take him to the court, to the penal, to the correctional, criminal court. He must come and show how we embezzle. I don't know what what we do, he said he did. You embellish sales media in how many time, when, who gave it to us. I think because before saying that, he had to all these elements and use it to punish us. But now he will be taken to the court to do the same exercise, but openly through a trial, a fair trial.
Now, Barrister, let's come to this. After you took off the seal from the REDHAC office in Douala, you were summoned by the STO, Celiac Mvogo. You responded in writing and said he is trying to perturb your peace. Why did you refuse to answer present to the STO's convocation or summons, Barrister? Because you've been convocated or summoned for a second time today.
I refused because this guy called me through the chefferie de Canton Bell. He is an administrator of a Departement du Voury. I am an elite. I belong to a profession, organized profession of lawyers for 55 or more years today. I have been made a lawyer by decree of the President of the Republic. My office is near, very near in Bonanjo of the office of Mr. Prefect. Can you tell me how he can send me a summon through the chefferie, the Canton Bell, chefferie supérieure du Canton Bell? Is it because he doesn't know? No, he wants to put me under his feet because he is the chief, he is the boss of chefferie's. I will never have him as a boss. So he sent this someone there, and they had some time to reach me. And this reached me less than 1 hour from the hour I should be there. And I couldn't. And I imagine that he didn't want me to be there. Otherwise, he would have taken a very short way to give me this on time. Because I still have a lot of things to do. I still have a lot of engagements. I have an agenda which is full, really full. I cannot, because he is the boss of the chefferie's, he called them, prom. I won't do that. Mr. Prefect, due respect to me. Yeah? If he doesn't respect me, I think I cannot respect him either. So I could not take all my engagement in my agenda, put it aside, because I want to answer this kind of call. No, I cannot give him a priority on this way. I give the priority of people who took rendezvous with me on that day at this hour.
And now, Barrister, off air, you told us this can also be some sort of intimidation. Why do you think all this can be an attempt to silence the voices of human rights defenders in Cameroon?
Mr. Tanganji is aimed to show the President Biya that he is one of his support and that President owes him to be by his side every day. So he wants to show Mr. Biya that he's working to clear the way and take him to get next elections. This is his aim. This is why he's doing all this. Yeah? So he must show President that he is the one who supports him. He's the one who can make him be president, whatever can happen. And he knows also that Mr. President Biya is not in a good shape and good position by next election to win. So he must bring a lot of extravagancy in his work to let him do it. They'll show, oh, Atanganji is working. He's clear and silencing all voices because we are a strong voice.
Now, Barrister, can you tell us what's going to be your next move? Because the office of REDHAC has been sealed and the activities of REDHAC have been suspended for the next 3 months. What do you plan to do next?
We put the case in the court. As soon as the court say, okay, I received, this is what, I received this. So now the law say that as soon as he received, I can prove that he received. The law say that we must give time and chance to the judge to examine and give his statement and judgment. And during this time, the arrêté of ministers is suspended to allow the judge to study the case you brought to him and say, okay, we confirm or we cannot confirm. But by this time, we are supposed to have all the arrêté of minister stand by. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? That this is, when we reach this, after getting this document of the court saying that, okay, we receive it, the law say that must suspend. The arrêté must be suspended to give the judge time to examine and to judge. And this is what I'm waiting for, where comes the time of suspension by the law of the consequences of the arrêté of Monsieur le Ministre Atanganji. And then I will take my luggage and go back to my office. Yes, because the law says that the judge said that this is suspended until the judge decides.
Barrister Alice Nkom, what message are you trying to pass across to the younger generation by your recent actions? What can you tell them?
Yes, I want all my kids, you called young people, and maybe more. Please, if I am your mother, what I think I am, please never leave anybody to make you believe that you are nothing in this country. You are a citizen. You are a human being. And by being these two things, you deserve respect of your human rights. You deserve it, and the President of the Republic, who is supposed to have been elected by you, he sworn on the Constitution of the Cameroon, which include the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which says all human beings are equal in rights and dignity. And the President you elected sworn on this. Please make this be a reality every day in your life. I want to make sure that you promise this and that you will continue to behave like that. Don't let anybody put his power and foolish in your head and piétiner and, yes, your fundamental rights. If you do that, and then you become someone respectable. And you will be the son of the daughter of your mother, even if I am under my cemetery.
Thank you very much, Barrister Alice Nkom, for accepting to be our guest tonight on Talking Point. That was what we put together for you, viewers. Thank you so much for always being with us. Our programs continue Equinoxe in about 30 minutes or so with Search Alangotu live from Douala and the news in the French language at 8 p.m. Stay with us on Equinoxe Television. Bye-bye for now and see you again tomorrow same time.